Excellent. Thank you.
Leaders, my name is Toastmaster Navinan from Tasker Toastmasters Club, President of Tasker Toastmasters Club.
Wonderful. Next.
Good afternoon. This is Giridhar. I'm President of ACME Toastmasters.
Welcome to you.
Thank you.
Hi, President CAT, Kuwait Advanced, 𝗏𝗂𝗃𝒧𝒄.
𝗏𝗂𝗃𝒧𝒄, welcome. Next.
Good afternoon. Good afternoon. This is Toastmaster 𝗏𝗂𝗂𝗯, President of SVT.
Oh, great. Good afternoon to all the presidents. Myself, Mahesh,
welcome.
President of Bhavan's Toastmasters.
Next, Mahesh,
yeah. Good afternoon to all the presidents. President of Bhavan's Toastmaster Club, Kuwait. Nice meeting you all.
Welcome, welcome. Next.
Good afternoon.
Good afternoon. This is 𝑩𝒊𝒍𝒍 𝑶𝒘𝒆𝒏𝒔.
Great, Toastmaster Bijo. Nice.
Good afternoon. This is Sharma, Bahrain Telugu Samskriti Toastmasters. Nice
Excellent.
meeting all of you.
Nice meeting you too. Toastmaster DTM Killer. Or anyone, please introduce.
Hi, good afternoon.
Hi, good afternoon. Yeah, okay. Go ahead.
Yes. Yes, carry on, please.
Well, good morning, leaders. This is Killer here, President of ACME Toastmasters, and currently I'm Division B Director for this game. Great to see all energetic presidents here. I'm sorry to address in this way. We had a parent in the meeting in the school. We are back from the school. Back to you, Prabhu.
Thank you very much. Next.
Hi, good afternoon. My name is Maryam
Yeah, good afternoon.
I'm the president. Thank you. I'm the president of 𝗏𝗏𝗃 Bahrain Toastmasters Club, and it's a pleasure to be here. Thank you.
Excellent. Next.
Good afternoon.
President of Mangaf Communicators.
Hello.
Yes, good afternoon. I'm
President
Toastmaster
Mangaf
Stephen.
Communicators speaking. Just a minute.
Yes, I'm Toastmaster Stephen Erasmus from Mangaf Communicators in Kuwait. Good afternoon, everyone.
Good afternoon, everyone. Yes, Toastmaster Shaima.
Hello, good afternoon. My name is Toastmaster 𝗏𝗂𝗂𝗯 𝗢𝗏𝗂, and I'm the president of the Bahrain Society of Engineers Toastmasters Club. I'm honored to be here today.
Great. And quickly, others fast. We are now timer started.
Good afternoon. This is 𝑑TM President of GPIC Toastmasters Club. Nice to be here with you.
Excellent. Welcome. Next.
Good afternoon. I am Ravi Kumar, Toastmaster, President of South Korea Toastmasters.
Excellent. Toastmaster Taufik.
Good afternoon, DTM 𝗏𝗏𝗃𝒧𝒄. I am the IT moderator as well as president of Bahrain Debaters Toastmasters Club.
Excellent. And we will meet others later. Let's start with apologies to others who are not able to introduce. Our timer started. I just want to see is the moderator here? Moderator? I cannot see the moderator. You are the moderator.
IT moderator. Available.
Yeah, you are the moderator. Great. Yeah. So welcome all to this wonderful, hopefully the wonderful session. Presidents. We all are president here. We all are leaders. And in this meeting itself, there are district leaders, ex-district leaders, and who have experiences, who've shown the leadership skills, who've shown the light to many budding Toastmasters to excel in Toastmasters and in their careers and in their personal life. So today, our session is about the president. Let me share a screen. Yeah. Can you see this? Can you see it?
Yes, sir, we can.
Yeah, president. So my question is, before starting the sharing before going through the presentation, my question is, what is the most important role of a president? What is the most important role of a president?
He is the CEO of the club.
He is the CEO of the club, right? Then other answers, couple of other answers. Yes. Anyone? Toastmaster 𝗏𝗂𝗰 SKTM President. You have something to answer?
There are some answers on the chat session also.
Chat, I cannot see because I'm the presentation. Can you please read out Toastmaster Taufik, the chat?
On the chat, it says President of Empowered Women Toastmasters Club, Toastmaster DTM Nasreen says to inspire members. President Toastmaster Dinesh, he says the president is responsible for overall operation of the club. He or she presides at the club and officer meetings, monitors the distinguished club program, progress, and works closely with the area director to coordinate goals. The president can also access base camp to complete manager tasks.
Excellent. Yes, excellent. These are all roles of the president. And ideally, a president is the CEO of the club and he provides leadership, useful, insightful leadership to all club activities, the club ExCom and club members. He is the leader and he should be the role model for the club members and the club officers. Yeah. Now today's our agenda based on what are the roles of a president, the responsibilities of the president, and what are the resources which help the president to carry out his or her responsibilities successfully. Yeah, this is the agenda. And this session has some objectives. Identify your role, fulfill your responsibilities, find resources that help you. President role. So what are the roles of a president? We have seen the roles of a president. In short, if you read out the role of the president as per the club constitution, I have the role of the president as per the club constitution. Let me read out that. I'm just reading out the role of the president. Your role as president, as stated in the club constitution and standard bylaws of Toastmasters International is club.
So that the pressure here definitely will be higher. So there is a very high pressure here. It's less there.
Yeah. Can you please mute?
If you're assuming إنه هني شايف النص
Moderator, can you please?
Hello.
And only unmute me, please. Okay. Your role as a president, as stated in the club constitution and standard bylaws of Toastmasters International is, the club president is the chief executive officer of the club and is responsible for fulfilling the mission of the club. The president presides at meetings of the club and the club executive committee, appoints all committees, and has general supervision of the operations of the club. So like you mentioned, he is the chief executive officer. He presides over the club meetings and the club executive committee meetings, and he ensures that the club has achieved its distinguished club program, the DCPs. And he is he provides a general supervision of the operations of the club. Now, whatever the activities he carry out, whatever the actions he carry out, should be helpful in fulfilling the club mission statement. So I invite any one of you to speak or to utter the club mission statement. You guys, how the president's role, or how the president, as a president, how you help to achieve the club mission. As a club president, how can you help the club to achieve the club mission? Welcome your suggestions, your ideas. We have around 10 minutes brainstorming session for this. Please raise your hand, and moderator, whoever raise the hand, you please unmute him or unmute her. Just bullet points one by one. We can share the ideas and we will summarize. Yes, Toastmaster Vala.
Hello. So the first thing I believe is monitoring all your club members and club officials and monitoring their behavior, because around the year you'll find some people that might not fit into the quality of or the standard that you are aspiring for your club, and this has to be monitored and followed up in order to prevent anything that would hinder the possibility of having an interactive, as you said, learning experience, and the safe one.
Excellent, excellent. Thank you very much. Next is Toastmaster Hemlata. Toastmaster Hemlata.
Yes, good afternoon, all of you. Yeah, as a president, we should communicate maximum, do some meetings with them and casual meetings, interact with them, try to understand their level and understanding of their roles. Then we can assign person accordingly. In that way, even they will feel they are part of our team and they are going to learn more.
Wonderful, wonderful. Thank you very much. Next, Toastmaster Sukumar. Toastmaster Sukumar. Hello, are you here, Toastmaster Sukumar? I can see you raise your hand.
Yeah, can you hear me?
Yeah.
All right, okay. All right, sorry, I'm attending from an unconventional place. I'm doing two reasons. I'm doing two things at a time. One, supporting the family and doing Toastmasters. I guess that's what presidents should be doing as well. Being proactive and attending multiple things at the same time so that the club benefits and ensure that members get a great experience.
Excellent, excellent. Yeah, I should be proactive and doing multiple things for the benefit of the club and the members. Excellent. Then President Toastmaster WPH Pradeep Kumar. Pradeep Kumar, please.
Good afternoon, all.
Good
Sir,
afternoon.
according to me, I think the president should oversee the performance of all the ExCom members. If they perform well according to the mission of the club, then definitely it is a growth for the club. So he has to make sure that all work accordingly.
Great. Thank you very much. Toastmaster President Rising Star Toastmaster Lakshmanan. Yeah.
Good afternoon to all. As a president, we need to encourage the club officer initially to achieve the mission. For every month, we have to create a ExCom member meeting to execute our each and every achievements. Also, we need to encourage the guests and new members to attend all the club activities and to explain if they have any problem. We need to explain if they are facing any mentor issues or if they are facing some project which they don't know how to select the topic. And we need to invite the other club member, other meeting to invite to show our club success plan to achieve our goal. Over to you, sir.
Wonderful, wonderful. Toastmaster Abraham Santosh.
Hi. The question was that how do you meet the club objectives? So let's be very precise on the question and the answer. So I would say that, first of all, to meet the club objectives, you need to have the club success plan built up properly. And summarize, when the club success plan is made up, it doesn't just stay in documents. You have to ensure that the club success plan is achieved. And you being the engine as a president, the bogies have to go aligned with you. So for that reason, you got to ensure that the club success plan is being done because officers are cooperating with you. At any point of time, if an officer is busy, is not able to, march in line with your objectives, either he has to be appointed a subcommittee so that the club objectives are met up, or that person at some point of time may have to be replaced too. So ultimately, the group objective will have to be assigned. So the president is like the engine; it moves across. There is a goal, yearly goal that you will summarize, you will make it very clear, and that the goal is not just made by the president, it is made in alignment with all the executive committee. And we all as a club need to ensure that this particular the club success plan is being followed. And for that, the president will have to take certain calls throughout the year. That's my summary on that.
Thank you very much. Toastmaster Ravi Kumar.
Yeah, good afternoon all. So for meeting the objectives of the club, what it was said that, okay, the club success plan, as the president should have a vision of what they are going to achieve. And also the objectives that should be in align with the ExCom or the members' objectives, like we need to align them. So what happens that they come forward and they do the job, like the Toastmasters, some people, they need a leadership skills, some people communication skills, so that we need to align them that, okay, they develop themselves in the, while attending in the club. So that one thing. And the other one is personal touch, just to maintain a personal touch with max members, like mentors, they have their own members. The mentors, they can have a mentees and they can talk personally to them, and maybe they can help them to grow. So what I feel that this will help to achieve the objectives. Thanks.
Thank you very much. Excellent. Toastmaster Taufik.
Thank you, DTM Playbook, for your beginning of president responsibilities. We have a lot of new presidents joining in today, and we are also launching new clubs who are going to take their oath. So for them, how would you suggest they should preside over a meeting and club and with their ExCom team? Thank you so much.
Means your question for me, to me?
How, for the new presidents, how should they preside over the meeting with their ExCom team?
Yeah, see, the new president, suppose he's taking that position for the first time, is relatively new. I would encourage him to attend the club officer training. Yeah, the club officer training, at the beginning of the year itself, we provide the club officer training. I think in the beginning of July itself, we normally provide the club officer training. And there is a handbook, the leadership club officer leadership handbook is there. He can read out. And before that, he can approach the area director and leaders in the district. If he has any doubt about how he need to carry out the responsibilities, he can check with them. And obviously, when he is taking the responsibility of the club president, he also would have been assigned a mentor. There would be a mentor assigned to him, and he can approach the help of the mentor also. But the one thing I want to tell you, that when you preside over, say, executive committee meeting, make sure that the team spirit, you need to inculcate the team spirit, develop the team spirit, to hear everyone, give chance to everyone to speak, and you need to listen carefully and give eye to everyone's opinions. Ultimately, the decisions in the executive committee meeting can be unanimous, and if it's not unanimous, don't try to push your decision there, but at least try to go by the majority decision. In club meetings, yes, you preside over the club meetings. The first thing I wanted to tell you is to be regular in the club meetings. And in some of the clubs, I see that the club presidents may not be there, but the VP head is there regularly. Club presidents say some excuses and don't attend the meetings. But if you take a responsibility, make sure that you attend the meeting regularly, then your club members will start valuing you, start helping you to carry out your responsibility. Always keep good relation, good rapport with your club members, then the things will fall in line. I think I have answered your question. Now, my question was, how, as a president, you help in achieving the club mission? I know all of you have some answers, but because we are running short of time, we have only a few minutes. I'm just summarizing the answers you are provided. First of all, the club president, we all have a mission. The club has a mission, it is clear. But the club president should have a vision, yeah, to achieve that club mission. One gentleman told about the vision. There should be a clear-cut vision, and the vision should be clearly explained in the executive committee meeting as well as in the first meeting of the club. He can speak about his mission or the executive committee's. His mission will be obviously the executive committee's vision also. And he should take the lead for formulating the club success plan in consultation with the VP and other members of the executive committee, and monitor the progress of the success plan from periodically, and always keep a good rapport with the club executive committee as well as the members. Then in a family, the father is the head of the family. Father provides leadership by example. He serves the needs of every member of the family in a loving and caring way. The same attitude you can incorporate with your club. You should be like the father in a family when you consider your club. You should provide leadership, but the leadership should be service leadership in a gentle, in a helpful way. What I can say, always keep that composure. You may face some kind of adversary situations, but whichever situation, you should not lose your cool. Be polite and kind when you interact with the club members. Now, these are the summary. I just want to mention the role and how you help achieving the club success plan or club mission. Now, let's go about what are the responsibilities of the club president. Ideally, there are 3 types of responsibility in the club president: the club meeting, outside the club meeting, and the executive committee meeting. Now, let's visit one by one. In the club meeting, now before the club meetings, see, and upon arrival at the club meetings and during club meetings. So in the club meeting, there are 3 parts. Before club meetings, what are the responsibility of the president? When you arrive at the club meeting, what are your responsibilities? And during the club meetings, what are your responsibilities? Before club meetings, or I just want to go back and just ask you, what are the responsibility of the president before club meetings? Can anyone of you specify, answer the question? What are the responsibility of the president before club meetings?
Yeah, can see the agenda, whether this completed or not, and shared with everyone.
Correct. Yeah.
So in my club, actually, they give food. So we need to check with the ExCom members that whether they provided snacks or food for the meeting.
Sure.
So other availability like facility, the chairs and other things, if available or not, with targeted terms that whether he's reaching on time or not. All these things we need to check.
Right. Can anyone add to this? Yes. Yeah.
Shall I, sir?
Yeah, please.
So actually, if it is nowadays it is a hybrid classes where club meetings are happening. So as a president, first we have to confirm if it is a face-to-face meeting. We need to, as our previous president said, we have to confirm the room availability, comfortability, all the exit and entry. That we should be very careful. We have to maintain, and we need to confirm the attendance sheet to be maintained. If all the members, first of all the club officers to be present. That is the first very important for prior to this meeting. And we need to explain whoever is coming, whoever is not in the emergency situations. Some people will be skip the meeting. So we need to adjust the agenda to other things. And also we need to circulate all the agenda in the each seats if it is a physical. If it is online, I have to set the video visual, audio visual, like what we are doing, the Zoom, everything it be perfect, and internet. It should not be disturbed. These are all the things to be taken care. Everything is well set, we can execute the meeting, sir.
Yeah, I understand. Yeah, I agree with you. Everything should be taken care by president. Should ensure that these all things are well placed. he need not be doing it by himself, but he can at least direct the VPE, the Sergeant Tam, and the other people who are good in moderators to do these things. Let's look into the two important aspects of the responsibility of the club president before club meetings. See, ask Vice President Education about special recognition or member induction. Is there any Vice President Education? He can ask about any special recognition, and he can also ask the VP Vice President membership. Is there any new member? Is there any new member induction? Then plan the business portion of the meeting. The president should plan in advance. And in some meetings, I see the president talks spontaneously in the business session, something he forgot to talk, and the VP intervene and say that we need to announce this, that, So avoid that. You can ask your executive committee, is anything to be announced and any special thing to be announced about any, say, for example, any trainings conducted by executive committee, the district executive committee or the division. The president need to know about that earlier, and he need to be prepared to announce that. Then the members will know about these trainings. So make sure that you are well prepared about the business, conducting the business session, and review the parliamentary procedure. These are the most important three things. Then let's go into the next thing. Upon arrival at club meetings, the most important two things is review the meeting agenda. So it happened that agenda would have already prepared well in advance, and the VP head would have distributed the agenda in the WhatsApp group of the club members. But still, when the club person arrive at the meeting, he need to mention that the agenda is properly placed. Like our friend earlier mentioned, if it's a physical meeting, agenda is distributed to each and every member who attends the meeting. So, and just have to see if there are any changes in the agenda, you need to ask the VP Education, is there any changes in the agenda? Then, most important, the president is the face of the club. He need to greet guests politely, wholeheartedly, and also the members. He need to greet the guests and members to provide a warm welcome to the guests and the members. This is upon arrival at club meetings. Then, during club meetings, there is a long list of things during club meetings. Basically, call the meeting to order. The president is the person who call the meeting in order. He calls the meeting in order, meeting to order. Introduce the guests. Introduce the guests at the beginning of the session itself. Then they feel that they're welcome to the meeting. If you don't know about a guest participate, some online meetings, some guests will participate without informing, and some physical meetings also some guests will come in the meeting without informing. So if you don't know about the guests, you can ask them to introduce themselves, self-introduction. But make sure that the introduction of the guests have been done properly. Explain when you introduce a guest properly, then there is a 50% chance that the guest may take a membership in the club, because he feels that atmosphere is a welcoming atmosphere. So that is very important. I would mention. Explain the meeting events, conduct the business portion of the meeting towards the end of the session, provide information for next meeting. He's the person who announced when is the next meeting, or anything important in the next meeting, something like that. So during the club meetings, call the meeting to order, introduce guests, explain the meeting events, conduct the business portion of the meeting, provide information for next meeting. Then make any announcement, any special announcement, special recognition, or about any activities for the district division, whatever it is, or the club has any activities, special activities beyond the normal things, then adjourn the meeting. Now, what are the responsibilities outside the club meeting? Yeah. Attend and vote at the council meetings. So there will be district council meetings. The club president need to attend and vote. If you need to talk about, if you need to raise a motion, he can raise a motion there. So actively participate in the club meeting, because you are representing your club. So you are the support of your club members. You are the voice of your club members. Then attend and vote at the annual business meeting of Toastmasters International. Appoint the audit committee. There is a rule that you need to appoint the audit committee towards the end of the before the end of the term to evaluate in the financial matters. What was the budget? How much is he can work to ask the treasurer of the club to provide him the accounts, and you need to verify. You can verify with the supporting vouchers and everything. The audit committees. So many of the clubs are not doing that. I feel it is better to do that, to have a proper audit of the statement of accounts from the treasurer. Appoint the nominating committee. Nominating committee is very important to appoint it timely. This nominating committee is a committee which nominates, which primarily involved in electing the next ExCom. So president can appoint the nominating committee, but he will not be the part of the nominating committee. He will not involve directly in the election process also. So his point is, his responsibility is to appoint the nominating committee. That is his responsibility. He need not even discuss with the club ExCom to appoint the nomination committee. He can say that I appointed nominating committee, and this is the chairman of the or chairperson of the nominating committee. You don't even mention about who are the members of the nominating committee. Only the chairperson, then he will carry out the election process. Receive official correspondence from world headquarters. Schedule and chair executive committee meetings, very important. Ideally, every month, at least once in a month, an executive committee meeting should be there to review the progress of the club success plan and everything. Sometimes, if any special things are there, special need to be there, then the club executive committee can meet more than a month also, maybe twice in a month, sometimes, as and when it requires. Develop and improve our club leadership, oversee club administration. Then outside the club meeting, advance club and member achievement, the club president to take care of each member, each and every member, make sure that the member is progressing well, and make sure that he announces the achievements of the members. Maybe he directly not announce, he will ask the VPPR or VP Education to announce. He make sure that those officers responsible, they are announcing that in the social media, maybe in the Facebook, Twitter, wherever it is, whatever it is, wherever possible. And you need to always talk positively about the club while he interact with the area director, division director, district. He can discuss the problems, but always be positive and represent your club in a well mannered. Okay. In the club executive committee, oversee the executive committee. He is also presiding the executive committee meetings. Ensure executive committee completes its duties. Each and every member of the executive committee is like the CEO. He can ask, he can monitor the progress of executive committee members, and in a friendly manner, you can provide advice them. You can even admonish them, but in a friendly manner, in a constructive manner. If you feel that someone is not doing his responsibility properly, in a friendly manner, but try to help them if they feel anything, if they feel need help, you provide help to them. And what are the executive committee's main duties? I'm going a little bit faster because our time is very short. Sorry for that. Create a club budget. We already mentioned the club success plan. We had mentioned. Now the club budget, mainly not at the beginning of the meeting, the year itself. Plan out the activity, the club calendar. You plan out the club success plan. You prepare. Along with the club success plan, prepare the club calendar, the major activities of the club. Then for that calendar, the activities, what are the funds required? What are the sources of the funds? Those things you plan well in advance in tandem with you can work together with the club treasurer, helping to prepare the budget. Make sure that a proper budget is prepared. Strategize for success in the distinguished club program that I mentioned. Create and oversee other club committees as necessary. You can create, in some clubs have different committees, education committee to cater the needs of the members' education needs. The VP education usually the chairperson of the education committee. Then the PR committee. Then there will be a membership committee. So some clubs do have these committees to carry out the functions more effectively. And president is an ex-officio member of all these committees except the nomination committee. Okay, whatever committee is formed at the club level, the president is the ex-officio member. He also will be the member of the committee. Now, how you fulfill the responsibilities, I leave to you. You are all experienced person. How can you fulfill the responsibilities? You attend the trainings, like the club officers trainings. I already mentioned about, there is a leadership book there. You need to read out the leadership book, and lot of workshops our districts provides. Leadership workshops. You will be knowing about the roles of club president and what are the resources you have, and there will be mentors, there will be leaders. You can approach any leaders in Toastmasters. They will always help you. So make sure that you understand your responsibility. If you don't know something, approach the right person. The best person you approach, your area director. If he or she doesn't know anything, she will approach the other levels of people and your mentors. So these will help you. Okay, let's see some some of the resources that will help you to carry out your responsibilities as a president. See, attend district sponsored club officer training program. This is one of that. Even you attend, now you are attended this program. There is nothing harm that if you attended the makeup court, because you will get, anyway, you will get credit for this program, this court. But when you attend the makeup court also, you will get knowledge more. See, every day we are learning, isn't it? So you will be refreshed. And so don't lose any chance of learning, getting opportunity to learn and develop. Whenever it is possible, you need to spend time to learn and develop. Read the different Toastmaster materials, and some materials are there in the Toastmaster website itself. You can Google through, and you can find out you can Google and find out the resources. Meet with the outgoing executive committee to know about the club, know where the important problems or what are the things. They will give you some good idea. Meet with the outgoing president. Meet with the current executive. The current executive committee is your main resources. So you work as a team. Take everyone into confidence, all the executive members into confidence. You will work as a team. Definitely you can achieve the club mission. So there are some resources. The chairman, item number 200 in Toastmasters. You can visit this. If you want, you can take a photo. And the club constitution for clubs of Toastmasters International and Distinguished Club Program, Club Success Plan, Distinguished Club Program Goals, speech card information. There are many things there. You can take a photo if you want, if you like to. This concludes the session. Before we end up the time, I stop sharing this. I would like two things. One, I would request the moderator to take a photo of all of us. All of us, you can please open your camera. Whoever can open your camera, your video, and let's take a beautiful photo. The moderator will take a photo and he'll post. He will send to me. Obviously, he will send to me. Because to make sure, and you can also take photo, make sure that if somehow your attendance is not registered, somehow you can show this as a proof that you attended. But I may not be remember everyone who attended, I'm just telling you. So take a photo and keep it with you. And I will request the moderator to take photo.
I will count in 10, 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Okay, are we ready? Give us your beautiful smile. Okay, wait. Quickly. Beautiful smile, a love heart, or anything. Okay, here we go. The first, I have two screens. So I'll take one by one.
Yeah.
The first screen. Okay, I've taken the first screen now. I will take the second screen. So bear with me. Second screen, are you ready? Give me a beautiful smile. Okay, I have also shared on the chat screen the registration, the important attendance sheet. Please do sign in. And in case you have any technical difficulty, please let me know on the chat.
Yeah, in the attendance sheet, there is a feedback also, no?
Yes, please.
Yeah, I request everyone to give a honest feedback about the session. Okay, please. And make sure you do your attendance properly. Make sure all you register there using this Google form.
Where we will receive the notification for the Google form?
It is already there, no? You go there in the chat box, it is there. The first thing,
Yeah,
no?
yeah. My club is not there. And the registration link itself, Solidarity Bahrain Club, because it's a new club, it's not there in the drop-down list.
Even my club is not there.
Please share it with me on the chat. Anybody not listed, please share it with me on the chat.
Yeah.
Yeah, please share with the moderator, please. And what is the second thing very important for DCP points? What is this? The 2 times you send. Okay, your form you send 2 times. Okay, the same thing. Okay, I understand. So everyone should please fill out the form. Make sure the attendance is there and the questions, the feedback also please make sure. And I will just leave my number here. If you have anything to ask me, you can contact me. This is my WhatsApp and my mobile.
Excuse me, just a question, please. So only the first form we have to fill, because I saw 2 attachments are there, isn't it?
Yeah.
I guess it's the same.
It's the same, I think. It's the same. Isn't it?
I have one doubt regarding the form. I have more than one role in 2 different clubs. But when I go to the second form, it asks me the same question, which role attended. So I have attended only presidents, though my role in the second club is different. Where do I fill in my second role?
You will get credit for both.
Yeah, but where do I mention my role in the second club? There is no column for that.
No, you can actually, I think you can contact the DTM, the Division I Director, DTM Roshan, just inform him that you registered for both, but you attended the president session. So you will get credit for both. Okay.
Okay.
Okay, please. Yeah.
All right. Thank you.
Any questions? We have another 4 minutes. I can answer a couple of questions, or we can share, or some of you can answer. If I don't know anything, you can answer. Many leaders here. Any questions?
Good afternoon.
Good afternoon.
Yes, this is Mahmoud Jalal from 𝗏𝒏 Toastmasters. Nice to meet you all. I do have a question, and I find it really challenging for me, and I maybe could use some advice. It's regarding if the club members who are joining in the executive committee, they don't commit, or suddenly they actually leave their membership, like they don't renew. What would be the best scenario here, and what should a president do in case this happens next time?
Shall I answer, or any of you can answer? DTM Alka Kumra, can you answer this question?
Sorry, I didn't hear the question.
Oh, or I would ask. Well, can you repeat the question fast?
Of course. Is my voice clear?
Yeah.
Yes.
Yes. Toastmaster Alka, thank you for actually trying to answer this question. The challenge is, what if the club members who took their roles as executive committee, they don't do their jobs? Like as an example, they say, this task is silly, or we don't have to do this. Should the president be flexible? And what if they actually leave their post, leave their position? Like they don't renew their membership, or something else might happen and they don't actually attend. Because this
thank you.
happens.
That's a very relevant question, because this situation comes in the journey of a president several times. There will be, that's why there are 7 ExCom members. I have found in my experience that in none of the clubs, all 7 role Toastmasters are very active. So there will be 1 or 2 who will be not very active, who will not perhaps be maybe they don't say it's silly, but maybe they are more committed to, they have other commitments, or for whatever reason, they are not doing their, carrying out their responsibilities. That's why what I have learned in the trainings that I have received is, that's why there are 7 ExCom members, so that you can, as president, you can take the help of other members who are active and try to fulfill the responsibilities. And sometimes they will leave the role midway due to various reasons. Maybe there is a conflict within the ExCom, or maybe they have other commitments. They don't feel they will be able to do justice or whatever. So for whatever reason, if they leave, you can look for another replacement. You can first try to resolve that conflict. We heard a lecture on conflict resolution today. That's why this workshop was there, because it is very common in the ExCom to have a conflict. So we can try our conflict resolution skills. If that works, fine. If that doesn't, then we look for a replacement. This is what I would like to, this is how I have tackled when such a situation came in the ExCom where I was the president. Thank you.
Thank you, DTM Alka. To add this, I would suggest to create subcommittees. For example, education committee, you can create 2-3 members there, form the committee, education committee, membership committee, PR committee, then a finance committee. Then instead of one sergeant term, you can put unofficially 1 more sergeant term to help out the activities of the club. So in case any of the leaders, any of the officers leave, the next one of the members in that committee will be able to take up the responsibility. And 1 more question, and after that, I hope we can leave, because many of the members already started asking whether they can leave. 1 more question.
Thank you so much.
Yeah, President N4 raised his hand. Yeah. PM Rinjit, please. Yeah.
Yes. Hi, good afternoon all. Thank you for this opportunity. I would like to ask again, in line with your recommendation of forming subcommittees. It's really tough for us to come up with volunteers who would be willing to take up roles, even for a meeting. So imagine how difficult it's to bring in people to create a subcommittee. Do you have any recommendations on how we'd be able to motivate or have more people volunteer for subcommittees?
How to motivate the subcommittees. There are 7 members in the ExCom, but you must know, you will be finding out that in the members who are not ExCom, some members will be very active. Okay, you will notify in due course. You can pull in those members to be form the subcommittee. Maybe that person will be there not only in one committee, but he may be there. He can be there in another committee also. So maybe some members, say out of 20 members, 7 are ExCom, maybe another 5 members will be very active. Put them in different committees. Let them understand the roles. In that way, you can inspire, because they are already inspired, and they themselves will be helpful to you to carry out the responsibility of the ExCom. And in future also, you can try to bring new members. How the Toastmaster movement is successful internationally, I feel that bringing new members is the lifeblood, is the main thing in the Toastmasters. And after maybe one or 2 years, some members feel that they already achieved their objective in Toastmasters. They may not be interested in continue the session, continue the club membership. They may leave, but I feel you always try to find out new members, welcome guests, always focus on bringing new members, and the new members obviously usually will be very enthusiastic, most of the new members, and try to develop them in the leadership journey. I hope with a short span of time, I could contribute something to you. Just to frankly admit, I'm not an expert in training you. There are many people who are more experienced than me, some leaders here, but whatever I could do, I did it. Thank you very much for your time. And if anything you wanted to comment or you want some opinions, you can always welcome. You're always welcome. My number I already shared in the group. You can contact me. And thank you so much.
Thank you.
Thank you. Thank you, DTM Pprimog.
Thank you so much. Thank you so much. Bye-bye.
Thank you,
Hello.
DTM Kumar. Thank you. Amazing session.
Thank you very much, sir. Bye.
Thank you very much.
Hello.
Thank you.
Thank you so much.